The private services press release. Go ahead and send it off.
Okay, attached document. Send.
No wonder the phone is ringing. Have you seen this?
It's terrible.
And you know what the really terrible thing is? I seem to have written most of it for them. Any idea how that happened?
I know you. You're the hunter or somebody? Didn't we used to flat together?
Yeah, whose bright idea was that?
Oh, mate, don't be like that. Where have you been? I hardly ever see you.
The library, studying in my room, trying to sleep.
Oh, bit of the old insomnia.
No, rowdy flatmates. When you and Bella come home, can you not crash about? Like last night, you woke me up and it took me hours to get back to sleep.
Yeah, it mustn't be too much fun lying there all on your lonesome, listening to us laughing and so on.
No, it's not.
Well, get yourself a girlfriend. Fight fire with fire.
I'm not interested in having a competition or getting a girlfriend. Do you know how soon my exams are?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know how you do this, full-time studying this whole AMBO thing.
Well, a good night's sleep usually helped, but I haven't had one of those in a while, so if I hit the hay, a bit of consideration, okay?
You told me very clearly the private services press release, not the other one.
Not the one attempting to explain away a case of fraud the media didn't know anything about until now.
I'm sorry, I don't even know how it happened.
Okay. So, there's your email, and there's the attachment. What do you know? It's the wrong one.
I am so fired, aren't I?
Get rid of them. Tell them I won't be making any further statements just yet. No interviews.
Callum Mackay's office. Bella Cooper speaking.
How's our esteemed leader today?
She's okay, but she'll be very pleased to see Chris back.
No, we're not enjoying it.
It's all the admin.
But think of the hike in pay. Something this lowly fellow is in sore need of.
Really?
So I thought I'd do my bit to claw back the waiting list, offer my services to do an extra list.
Gosh, has the stock market crashed or something?
I've had something of a downturn financially.
So you're not rolling in it anymore?
Can you sling me some overtime or not?
The DHB currently consider wait lists acceptable, so sorry.
Well, maybe I can assist on some of these private surgeries.
Oh, well, we're all fully staffed for the next few weeks. I can put you on standby, if you like. Someone could well become unavailable.
Thank you.
You're looking to broaden your experience, I take it?
Oh, if something interesting comes along, I'm always keen to get involved.
Very commendable.
Hi.
Morning.
I hear Patricia Mills was admitted last night. I had a message from her son.
That's right. She was doing the dishes, cut her finger on a broken glass ever attended.
Were you going to tell me? She's actually one of my patients.
Really? I didn't notice.
Where is she?
Room 3, but if you're thinking of visiting, I'd leave it. Dr. Mason will be with her.
Well, I'm sure Jennifer won't mind me popping my head in.
It's confusing for the patient. One doctor at a time, hey? Did you hear that?
Well, she has got a point. Okay, if every GP in town popped their head in when one of the patients was admitted...
It would show they cared.
Or that they didn't know when to let go. I mean, do you trust Jennifer or not?
I have no reason not to.
So leave her alone and let her do her job.
Oh, and I suppose Vassa was just doing her job
well,
too, was she?
It sounded like it to me.
She was being obstructive, Maxwell.
Ooh, you really don't like being told no, do you?
Dr. Mackay and I decided by mutual agreement I'd be better off down here where I can't do quite as much damage.
Did he say that?
He didn't have to.
What happened?
Have you not seen this morning's paper?
I'm not going to see a headline about you, am I?
Dumbest PA in history. Makes stupid mistake. Loses job.
What did you do?
Long story short, I sent out the wrong press release. Now, the media knows all this stuff they weren't meant to know, and it's all over the papers, and Dr. Mackay has this throbbing vein in his forehead. I almost couldn't listen to what he was saying.
Well, how did it happen?
I told you, I'm stupid. I thought I was making such a good impression working late when I probably didn't have to. And then Dr. Mackay asked me to do this one little thing before I go home, but Brodie was there waiting for me, so I'm in a hurry, and what do? I attached the wrong document, don't I?
Brodie was there.
Oh, he was being so funny. He was trying to kiss me.
That's his idea of leaving you alone, is it?
Sorry?
I had a quiet word. Asked him not to distract you at work. I should have known I was wasting my breath.
That it matters to anyone, but I just beat my personal best for a knee arthroscopy. Don't worry, Luke. I know it's not a race.
It certainly feels like one this morning.
Is Mrs. Watts ready to roll?
Not quite. She turned up here without a name band on her wrist, and some of the pre-op paperwork wasn't done.
Idiot nurse forgot to do that.
Sally. She's new. but she's taking her way to do it now.
Brilliant. You'll be half an hour down before we even start.
Oh, and you'll need it downstairs. Orthopedic consult on a fractured nerve.
Make that an hour. We've just blown our chance of getting out of here before 7 o'clock.
Oh, rats.
Ditto. I'll be late for my taxidermy society meeting.
But hey, I could do with the overtime. It's a handbag I've got my eye on.
Handbag, huh?
Not that the overtime will pay for it, but, you know, every bit helps.
Too true, Miss Jeffries. So I'm going to take Mrs. Young to recovery. I have to do it myself.
Oh, hey, mate.
Please, Mum, please don't start one of your rants.
Sit.
I should probably get back to the desk. You know, I could get into more trouble.
What's going on?
Sit.
We haven't gone and done it, have we?
You sure have.
Babe, look, I will totally stand by you, and I could be completely stoked, but only if you are.
What are you talking about?
You're not pregnant?
No, she's lost her job and it's all your fault.
Hey?
You're playing silly beggars and distracted Bella from her work.
Excuse me, Mum. I don't need Brody around for me to screw up.
Don't I know it, but if he hadn't been there pestering you, then maybe...
He wasn't pestering me. He was being kind and funny like he always is.
Please, just be quiet. Don't mum me. I'm trying to save you from yourself.
Look, is somebody going to tell me why you got fired?
I just said the worst possible thing.
Because you weren't concentrating, because you were goofing off.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Well, hey, I could get you a job at the caf. Over the road, how sweet would that be?
Sweet as.
For goodness sake, you two, Bella hasn't been sacked completely, just demoted back downstairs.
Oh, cool.
Not so far to see each other, eh?
Shut up, both of you.
Mum!
What did I say? Don't answer that, just listen. You are so very lucky that you weren't sent packing, and you're probably only holding on to the front desk job by the skin of your teeth. So to give you a fighting chance of keeping it, here's how it's going to be. During working hours, you will not see each other or make contact. No phone calls, no silly texts, nothing.
Well, what about lunchtimes?
Surely you can manage to go 8 hours without seeing each other?
Well, what about you and Belle's dad back in the day? Did you manage it?
Mind your business, you cheeky thing. OK, lunchtimes, but if I hear that you are late back or you've gone off...
We won't.
Cross our hearts.
Graham's got a history of COPD. He gave up the smokes last year, but he's been suffering worsening shortness of breath in the last 48 hours. He's tachycardic at 125. He's on 2 litres of oxygen by nasal prongs, and his temp's 37.8. He'll need an X-ray.
Will he just?
Sorry, I don't want to tell you how to do your job.
We'll do an ECG first to rule out a cardiac cause that could be causing his tachycardia.
I didn't think of that.
Well, you're not paid to.
Did we get the oxygen right? Because I know there's something about too much being as bad as too little.
For COPD, yeah, it depends what saturation you're dealing with and how much carbon dioxide's in the bloodstream. You only want to be giving supplemental oxygen to someone with a saturation of 88% on air, more or less. Remember that. It could be a trick question in your exam.
Thanks, I will.
Where's your little notebook? I bet you've got one.
Hey?
Go on, write it all down. It'd be just like you big girly swat.
Well, I tell you what, I've learned more on the ambos than I have from some of my lecturers.
I don't know how you do it. Full-time study with a full-on job, I'd be a basket case by now.
You are wasting your time. The original press release said everything I have to say on the matter. If you excuse me, I have to take another call, and hopefully they will understand the words no comment. Thank you. Goodbye.
Where's Bella? Her phone's ringing.
Thank you, Brooke. I can hear it, but please make yourself useful. Pick up the receiver and put it down again.
Are you sure you don't want me to answer it?
Very sure. Bella is down in triage. We thought that might be a better fit, and I'm waiting on a temp from the agency. But feel free to sit at her desk and kill any calls that come through until she arrives. Now, what can I do for you?
The Kendall grant. I was promised a decision by now.
And for a lot of very good reasons, you didn't get one. All the other applicants are in the same boat.
Well, how much longer are we going to have to wait?
I really can't say.
The thing is, I'm trying to plan the rest of my year. I'm thinking about a summer holiday. If I get in now, I might still get some cheap flights. Well, cheapish anyway. But if I know I've got the grant, I might hunker down and not go anywhere. I need a decision.
Brooke, Do you really need it right now? Because if I have to give you one, you might not like it.
There you go, all done. I'll give you some peace and quiet now.
Thanks.
Oh, how is she?
Which one?
Mrs. Mills? Patricia?
Oh, she's going to theatre tonight.
Great.
She doesn't want any visitors.
Oh, really?
No, I'm making it up.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Think what you like. Do you want me to call Jennifer to
We
verify?
don't need to bring her into this, do we? We both know this is not about Mrs. Mills.
Well, what is it about, Sarah? Because I'm a bit confused.
Your attitude, for one thing.
See for yourself. She didn't get a lot of sleep last night. She's been told to rest up before the op. Doctor's orders.
As lovely as...
Lovely.
Enough. If you're not too late out of theatre, come and see me at my place and make me forget about Stinky Mackay.
See, I was planning on doing that right now.
No, you need to get back or it's going to become painfully obvious that you...
Oh, you are you? The little nurse with the ponytail.
What do you want, Luke?
We were all wondering when you were going to return to theatre. I called ED and they told me you'd seen that patient well over an hour ago.
Well, I won't hold you up anymore. Bye.
Now, what's that look for?
I don't like to think you've been malingering,
As
but
if.
what you'd allow a surgical team to call it...
Enough of this idle chit-chat, I say. Erase you to the scrub room.
Please, sir, may I have my ball back?
Ta, you've got an easy life, haven't you?
You think?
What, you're going to give me some hard-luck story about exams?
Have you forgotten what it's like?
Nearly. So do you want to shoot some hoops? Or do you need to have another nana nap first?
Excuse me, it's called a power nap.
Thought you might need this.
Cheers.
Hungry?
I just might be.
I didn't think you'd have a chance to get anything to eat with all the drama going on.
Thank you, sweetheart.
This is also out there. I mean, how did this Hofstadter guy get away with it?
Well, he's a smart operator. His qualifications seemed legit and his references all checked out. And you know, Rachel, it wouldn't have been an easy interview.
Bet she's kicking herself now.
She doesn't know.
What? But you've talked to her.
Not about this, I haven't. What can she do from France, except fret? And she has a sick brother to worry about.
Well, what if the DHB had to say?
So far, they've been remarkably restrained, but I'm not taking that as a positive. I have a meeting with them this afternoon. And after that, I might not have a job.
But that's not fair. You didn't hire him, Rachel did.
DHB won't know that unless I tell them.
And you're not going to.
I can't.
Well, I would. Why take the fall for someone else?
Someone you loved?
I wonder what Rachel would do.
I know I shouldn't be here. I'm glad I am, though. Mrs. Mills is complaining of nausea.
Really?
She's had it most of the day. She didn't like to say anything. It's the pain relief she's on. I'd like to give her an antiemetic or at least switch her to something a little gentler on her stomach.
I'll see what I can do. I'll have to talk to Dr. Mason.
I checked. She's been in theatre for the last couple of hours.
I'm sure she won't be long.
Do you mind giving us a second? Why wait when I'm right here? I can sign it off.
Oh, she's not your patient?
No, I just know her entire medical history.
I'm sorry. I'm playing this one by the book.
Of course you are. I wouldn't expect anything less of you.
Shane Tucker from the DHB.
Thank you, Lucy. Hold the calls. Shane, I was expecting William Nugent.
He's no longer with us.
Really? Where is he now?
Forget about Nugent. Only one topic today, Leo Hofstadter.
Please.
Not only does Shortland Street hire a fraud and a thief, but you bust a gut to have this monumental cock-up splashed all over the front page of the Northerner.
The person responsible has been disciplined. She was moved to another position this morning.
The person responsible. For telling the media or for hiring Leo Hofstetter. You see, that's the one thing the paper didn't tell us. And who chose to entrust him with $200,000 of Worthington money?
I asked him to make the transfer in Rachel's absence based on her apparent trust in him. I had no reason to doubt the man.
So, if anyone screwed up, it was Rachel. Is that what you're telling me?
No. I approve Leo's contract. The buck stops here.
Thank you.
TK, that patient that I brought in earlier, Mr. Kelly.
Yep.
Long black, please. What did you say he had?
Basal migraine.
No, the other word.
Bickerstaff syndrome is the same thing.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. How's that different from a regular migraine?
Man, you ask a lot of questions. You're the one with all the med school textbooks. Go look it up.
Yeah, I will, as soon as I get home.
Yeah, if you can keep your eyes open, maybe.
It's true. Yeah, as soon as I get home, bed won't be far away. Thanks.
The woman is lying there feeling nauseous, and there's no need for it, but I'm not even supposed to visit her, let alone chart some pain relief.
Hunt, did you see anyone else in there?
No.
Okay. Vassa might have been a bit literal about barring you, but maybe Mrs. Mills really didn't want visitors. Did you bother to ask or check?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Well, I would do that before I started kicking up a stink if I was you.
I thought you guys want to know that I've found another computer course.
What for? I thought you knew everything already.
Not about designing games, I don't.
Ah, is that what you want to do?
Well, it is now. Do you know how much money those guys rake in?
Now, hang on, where's the course? And please don't tell me it's Silicon Valley, because I'm not ready to say goodbye to you again.
It's right here in Ferndale. 2 stages on the bus.
Now I'm liking the idea.
What are the fees like?
Oh, and I think I can help you out there.
Yeah, I'm still going to need to get a part-time job. Do you reckon that they'd be willing to have me back here as an orderly?
Daniel, after what you did last time, you're lucky they let you back through the doors as a visitor. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sarah Potts speaking. Hi.
I dawdled my way through a ligament repair, a shoulder arthroscopy, and then when we were on the home straight with a Hallis Belga's arthrodesis, the reamer decided to...
what?
Reamer, it's electric bone file. It wasn't working. Well, it was, but I did a compelling portrayal of a surgeon beleaguered by malfunctioning equipment, and Tanya tottered off to get a new one from CSSD. So with all the various unavoidable delays and mishaps, we clocked up 3 hours of overtime.
Which amounts to how much? $100?
Twice that, surely.
Even if it is, how long is that going to keep the wolf from the door?
No time at all, because we're going out. Go and slip on something hot.
No, you're supposed to be cutting your cloth, saving for a rainy day.
Boring.
You're hopeless.
Maybe I don't want you to lose interest.
Scratch the surface, and hello, Cecile. I'm only out for what I can get.
Or maybe I'm an insecure prat who thinks he has to buy affection. Or maybe you deserve the best. No maybe about it. You most definitely do.
Forget town, I'll do cheese on toast.
No, Lord. Does it come to cheese on toast? So, by the end of it, Derva was puce with indignation. He knew what I was up to, of course. He's probably narked on me already to Jennifer.
But can it be proved that you deliberately prolonged things?
Probably not. But I can't get away with it again. To come up with other ways to fill the coffers. Ho-hum. I'm so depressed. Damn it. You minx, are going to do as I tell you. You're going to slip on something hot, and we are going out.
Scotty, this is Dylan. He took a fall training for a hurdle race, hit his head on one of the crossbars.
Bloody idiot.
He lost consciousness for approximately 30 seconds. He's got a GCS of 13.
Okay, thanks.
Can you stick around for a tick, please? It's all going here at the moment, so it'll be a while before you're seen by a doctor. But no worries, you'll have someone with you. End of your shift, eh? Couldn't come soon enough. I wish I hadn't said that, but I'm going to ask anyway. I'm all out of people, so could you mind Dylan for us?
I'm pretty whacked.
The guy in cubicle 2's not far away from being discharged. It's 20 minutes, half an hour tops. All you got to do is keep an eye on Dylan's neuro-obs. Okay, good on you, mate, thanks. Like I said,
You've got a bit of a weight on your hands and we're chocker in here, so we're going to put you out in the corridor for a short while. But Hunter here is going to be with you, and he's not just some random ambo guy either. He's a future doctor.
That's if I make it.
If you're worried about anything, call the nurse.
I will.
Good night.
Thank you, Lucy. You were great today.
Hi.
Sarah Potts, what can I do for you?
Hard day.
You read the newspaper today?
Yeah. No, thanks, I shouldn't.
Your MS, sorry, I forgot. You make it so easy for people to forget.
Well, I'm just lucky that my symptoms haven't been too severe and I've had long periods where I've been symptom-free, like now.
Still, the way you conduct yourself, the fact that you're still practicing, I am full of admiration. Listen to me going on. You hear about GP services. Ferndale Health, get it together, Callum. We're overdue a meeting, aren't we? But you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. Don't ask me for a date because I can't give you one.
That's okay. It's not why I'm here. I just had a phone call from Shane Tucker. I've barely met the guy and suddenly it's, "Hi, Sarah, how are you?"
Yeah, well, they're all the same. Very friendly when they want something.
He told me you'd been suspended.
Oh, yeah.
And then he asked me to take your place. I'm sorry, I thought he would have told you.
Oh, sorry, man. You should have said something. Another 5 minutes and you would have called me drooling. Dylan? Dylan, wake up. Dylan! I need some help here, please! TK, quick! He's got fixed dilated pupils. He's bradycardic and unresponsive. He needs to go to resus.
He's gone to respiratory arrest. Give me a hand and push him into resus, then call CT.
What happened? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You were right here with him. I don't know. I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
A costly mistake. Our next checkup with Shortland Street will be tomorrow morning at 11:45. Meantime, there's more medical matters mixed with personal problems, as always. Next here on 1 as we head to the Mill Centre in Doctors.